this. Way to lighten the mood, you guys. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get cracking. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hopefully everyone's had a successful week so far. It's been an exciting week. Anytime Kenny and I can get together and start plotting the world domination, it's great. We meet for about an hour and a half every Wednesday, or excuse me, every week, just to really talk about the direction of the company and where we're going. And there's a lot of thought and preparation behind the scenes. And so I'm really stoked for what's going on. We're going to have a big meeting, talk about that next week. So yeah, that's something I was just thinking about. You guys, I wanted to welcome any of our new guests on the line today. I see Manuel, I see Michael White. Michael White, good to see your camera on, my man. So Michael, go ahead and introduce yourself and welcome to Group Coaching, my man.
I just want to say hi to everybody. My name's Mike. I'm new to the Bay. I came in February. I'm a travel nurse, and it's kind of my first experience in real estate. I've been listening in for a couple coaching sessions. It's been amazing so far, so I'm just kind of excited to start my journey.
That's right, my man. He relocated from Connecticut out to Alameda, traveling nurse, looking at getting into the real estate game. He's been coming to coaching, coming to sessions, and so it's really good to have you here. And thanks for turning your camera on this morning, my man. Good to see you. Manuel, welcome to Group Coaching, my man. How are you? Quick introduction. Okay, he said he was cooking breakfast. So, there he is. Manuel, go ahead and introduce yourself, my man. How are you?
Hey, I'm local. I'm a native here in the Bay Area, born and raised. I've been wholesaling for about 2 years, working on getting licensed. And thanks to my guy Josue, he invited me to this team meeting, and blessed to be here.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. I remember doing Fortune Builders. I went to a Fortune Builders seminar. If you guys have seen that before, I literally walked in, listened to 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to pay to get this. And I went and did the auctions and bought tax deeds and stuff like that, man. So I'm sure we can learn a lot from you because there's a huge opportunity there. So welcome, my man. All right. So if we don't have any other guests, let's go ahead and get cracking today. Martinique, for the people that are here for their very first time, super mom over there, what to expect in this group environment.
Life-changing nuggets. Elias is going to just surprise you with some real fire. I'm sure he has something brewing. Great input. People are vulnerable. People are always willing to share their story. So just enjoy the ride.
Awesome. Well, hopefully I can deliver on that, Martinique. Thank you for putting the pressure on me. So you guys, I want to have a conversation today. No matter where you are at in your game currently, whether you're reaching 25 deals right now, whether you're at 50 deals, whether you're just getting started, whether you're just getting restarted, whatever it is, I want to talk to you guys about the challenge of success. In the coming weeks, in the coming months, in the coming year, if you apply yourself and you do this business correctly and you follow the roadmap, what's going to happen is that you are most likely going to be more busier than you've ever been in your life. You're going to have more stress on you than you've ever had in your life. You're going to have more responsibilities in your life. You're going to have to also make some sacrifices. You might miss a few things. What I'm telling you guys is I want you to prepare now for the success that you're going to have in the future. Because how many of you guys have heard this word lately? Burn out, or these words, burnout. This is happening. This is real shit, you guys. I was talking to an agent the other day, left on vacation, came back from vacation. And when you vacation, what we should do is vacate. And when you come back, this avalanche of all the things that I need to do, responsibilities and emails, and oh my God, how did my email inbox get to 1,000? It's been 3 days and fuck, right? We're all gonna have those moments, you guys. So I need you guys to understand what the challenge of success is going to do for you guys and what it can potentially do for you in a harmful way. When I say that, I want you guys just to prep and prepare. I want you guys to be able to give back to yourself, go on the vacations, exercise, do the things that you're going to need to do in order to have sustainable success. Anybody could do 10 deals in a year. Anyone could do 20 deals in a year and run themselves ragged. But is that going to help you for the long game? So your success is going to be super, super challenging. I want you to be aware of it. I want you to know what's coming. I want you to start putting systems in place to now when you have 5, 10 escrows going on at one time, it's easier to manage. Because how many of you have ever had more than one escrow at one time? Shit's stressful, right, Kathy? But I take it over the 40 years that you've been in this business, you've developed systems to really help you organize your life. So even if you have not hit that level of success yet, guess what? You're on your way. Each of you are on your way. You need to have all of your systems in place now. So when all of this avalanche of success comes, it does not overwhelm you and you do not fucking crash and burn, and it does not affect your health and it does not affect your mental state. I've seen it time and time again. I want you guys to protect yourself. I want you to know what the challenge of success is going to do for you and do to you, and be cognizant of that. So I want to have that conversation before we get into the conversation for today. Anybody have any thoughts, insight on that topic right there when we talk about the challenge of success? Anybody want to provide their feedback, provide their insight? Go ahead, Kathy.
So one of the things that's really important is that you have a team that you surround yourself with, that you can go to and not be afraid to speak about your fears or your intimidations or even your successes, as long as you're not a big braggart. But you need to surround yourself with a team that's going to support you. And I believe that in my heart and soul, this is the best team for that. You've got to have a team to support you. Please speak up if something's bothering you, you don't quite get it, you think that your client's being difficult, please speak up, because that will make all the difference in your business life.
Totally. I mean, you guys are going to get stress from your clients, but you're also going to get stress from the listing agents, right? When we're in this environment, we talk about the communication piece heavily. I say this because I know how important it is. And I had this example yesterday. I had a listing agent try to raise their voice and hang up the phone on me because he didn't tell his clients that that the roof inspector was coming. And the hood in me is like, oh yeah, bro, come at me, man. But I had to use my communication skills that I've learned over time to flip this dude and get him into a different state. So yeah, you guys are going to get stressed from all different angles, but I'll tell you what, what you're going to collect over our time together from your brothers and sisters is going to help you be more prepared for that. So who else wants to speak on this? The challenge of success, things that you might have faced, maybe the challenges that you're having right now. Feel free to grab the mic and have a conversation on this.
I can
Don't
say
be shy.
something.
Go ahead, JJ.
One of the things that you guys need to do is consider what your business is supposed to look like. So just because you only have one deal doesn't mean you shouldn't have an infrastructure in place as to like your marketing, escrow company, you know, those kind of things. So prepare as if you've already got the business, because when you're in the business and you're scrambling to find it, that'll add a lot more stress that you don't need to deal with.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that for sure. Because last year when we went into pandemic, I was at a different company right at the early stages of the pandemic, and some agents were like, well, I'm just going to chill on the couch and just wait for this all to, you know, blow over. And then there was other agents, and I'll take Jen for an example. She created all this shelter in place buying, you know, a marketing plan for shelter in place, how to buy a home through a pandemic. And she worked heavily on her marketing. So when things opened back up, she already had some momentum. So you need to act as if, right? Act as if you guys have a multi-million-dollar producing business right now, because you guys do. You guys are building that. So it's not like, oh, let me wait to build until I get there. No, you guys got to put your infrastructure in place now. All of your systems, all the things that are going on in your mind right now, because we're all full of ideas and thoughts and, ooh, I could do this. Start laying the foundation now. You guys start building and make sure that you guys have a plan. So I love that, JJ. Thank you. Who else wants to provide their thoughts on the insight on the challenge of success, and maybe give some tools or some things that you—
Can I get one more?
Yes, brother, go ahead.
So the other thing is build on what you've already done right. Like, let's say you were an athlete and now you're doing real estate and you're freaking out because you don't know anything about it. When you started off as an athlete, you didn't know anything about whatever you were doing. And now you can dunk, or you're the best runner, or whatever it is that you're doing. Remember that you've already done something. Some of those systems are going to be able to be carried over to your new business. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people act as if And I mean, if you're 21 or 19, you've already done something right somewhere.
That's right. That's right. Lean into who you guys really are. Like I was talking to Amy yesterday and I found out that she used to manage and run, I think it was Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. And like, she just loves, obviously her personality, just loves dealing with people and putting things together and scheduling. And I was like, cool, like lean into who you guys really are. You guys all have a skill set before you walked into this. Doesn't mean that you have to stray completely away from that, because it's part of what made you successful and probably what helped lead you here. So, all right, guys, so really, really good stuff. So make sure that you guys understand the challenge of success and make sure that you guys are prepared for it. Make sure that it doesn't hit you and then you're like, oh my God, and now my other parts of my life are completely falling apart. That's the last thing I want for you guys. It's hard to find that balance sometimes, but if you think about it now, if you plan for it now, it will be easier instead of being super, super reactionary when it comes. Because I'll tell you what, Ryan just got in contract last night. Melody just got in contract on vacation. Damian just got in contract while his baby was just born a week ago. Things are going to start popping off for everybody. Martinique has an event at her gym in a couple or next month, right? Things are really going to start picking up for everybody. So I just want you guys to understand the challenge of success and really be prepared for that, because it's coming and we believe in each of you. All right, so let's do this, you guys. I want to go through a quick Q&A, then we're going to talk a little bit about listings and how to find listings and some resources, because by a show of hands, give me a reaction. How many people would love to have a few more listings in their back pocket right now, right? How many people are spending a crazy amount of time driving around buyers or driving around with buyers? Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's nuts how many homes that we have to show sometimes to clients. We've shown 70 plus homes to a client before we got them into contract. Just got into contract the other day. We've been showing these people homes for 8 months, right? 8 months, right? But we followed up every single week and finally we're able to get them into contract. So let me go around the room. I want to do some Q&A here before we go ahead and get started. PK, first question of the morning. How many homes have we sold this year so far as a company?
Oh my God. I have no idea. The number is crazy. It's probably like 900 something.
900 homes?
No, 1,000. I don't know. I don't know. I should know this.
You should know it. And when do we post those stats?
Social?
What's that?
On social?
We do, and we do it at the meeting every week. So it's okay. After this call, you will know these numbers, and that's the idea, and that's the reason why we're doing that, because I don't want I don't know answer, but I know that you think you know, right? I'll make sure that you do know. I'm gonna hit Ryan Combs. Ryan, how many transactions do we have closed this year as a company? Right, you're muted, bro.
Yeah, no idea.
Okay, all right. So I'm a consumer and I ask you, so how many deals has your company closed this year? What do you say to them?
A lot.
All right, cool. Cynthia Peterson, how many closed deals does Fast Real Estate have this year?
I have in my notes as of 6/15, 270. So I'm going to say by now, July 7th, 358.
358. Okay. All right. I like where you're going. I like how you did your own forecasting and pacing. Terry Daniel, how many closed transactions does Fast Real Estate have right now?
Hey, I'm joining the majority. I don't know either.
All right. Hey, I'm glad I'm doing this. I wrote down a series of questions because I just want to see where we're all at. Kathy Daniel.
341 as of yesterday, we posted.
341 as of yesterday. All right, let's go a step deeper. Thank you, Kathy. Kelly O'Gorman. Kelly O'Gorman, how many pending transactions do we have right now?
123.
123. Awesome. And while we're on this, how much volume for pending?
90 million, like almost 90.5 million.
Ooh, say it for the people in the back of the room. Say that one more time.
90.5 million. Give or take.
Damn, you guys are incredible. Awesome. All right, so let's go to Gabrielle. Gabrielle, how much closed volume right now does Fast Real Estate have?
How many homes have we closed on as of now?
Just volume wise. Yeah. How much volume has this company closed this year?
I'm gonna say 4.1 billion.
4.1 billion. We love you and thank you for thinking so highly of this company. No, not yet. So we haven't reached the $1 billion mark yet. We're pacing this year to hit right around 700 million on a goal of 500 million. So within a couple years, Gabrielle, we'll definitely be at that $4.1 billion. But I love that. Christina Darrow, how much closed volume do we have this year as a company?
Sorry, like 250?
Close. Yeah, 252. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's do this. Let me go rapid fire. I want to hear really quick. Patrick Nissim. Let's say, what is your marketing plan? I want you to rapid fire. You have 1 minute to tell me what your comprehensive marketing plan is. Go. This is off the top of the dome. I want to hear what your marketing plan is.
My marketing plan starts with this setup right here. It starts with just creating more video content and allowing myself to put the skills that I've developed over the past 10 years to use. So whether that be videos on the fundamentals of home buying, all the way to sort of more niche topics like how to buy new construction, 203K loan, stuff like that. In addition, it's obviously, staying more consistent with my social media in general and doing a little bit more community outreach as well. So whether that be, volunteering here and there, whether that is finding new clever ways to promote my involvement with Homes for Heroes, and in general, just finding my avenues to get out there, open houses, things like that, because the world is opening back up again. And I need to make sure that I'm stepping out there as swiftly as I can to make sure I'm spreading my wings as far as possible.
Beautiful. Awesome. Let's go over to Miss Appointment Setter, Steffi. How many followers roughly, and I'll take an approximate number, does Fast Real Estate have? And why does that play a factor for a potential seller?
How many followers?
How many followers on social media does Fast Real Estate have approximately? And why does that play such a big factor for a seller? Why would they be concerned with that number?
I don't know how many followers, Elias.
But and I'm glad you don't, but do you feel that there would be good to share that with the perspective?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because numbers, statistics are huge. I mean, you edify those things when you come to a presentation or when you're talking to someone. I'm like a belly to belly person, so I like talking up numbers. You can talk about it, but if you don't have the production, then it's just all talk. So
Okay.
Absolutely.
So just so you guys know, actually, I'll hit somebody else with this question before I answer the question.
Can I jump in, Elias?
Yeah, who is that? I'm sorry, is that David?
I'm just getting ready for the day, so I'm just keep my my camera off. But I'd say it really just shows exposure. Like sellers just want to know that if once I post on social media, 1,000, 2,000 people could repost it, could see it. I think as a seller, having exposure on my property is going to be the most important thing. And so just highlighting how we can expose or just showcase the property is going to be a great selling point, using social media and all the other things that we have. Just exposure on one's listing is a good selling point when in a listing appointment.
So give me a number. How many followers do you think our company has?
Well, I know Kenny has 11,000, so I'm thinking it's going to be around like 20. Shit. I'm gonna probably say like 15,000.
15,000.
I'm not sure. I don't want to tell something wrong, but yeah, that's my guess.
Okay. All right. Aaliyah, how about for you? How many followers do you believe that Fast Real Estate has right now? Approximately. I don't need an exact number, you guys.
The Instagram page, Fast Real Estate, right?
No, just us as like all of us combined, right?
Oh, all of us combined? Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere close to where David said, probably like 20,000 or something like that.
Yeah. So you guys, so yeah, like what Christina's doing. You know, if we were to add up everyone's followers, because some of us have 3,000, 1,000, some of us are just building our social 500, couple hundred, that number is probably right over 40,000 followers. So what that means is that this sense of community inside of our small little bubble, right? If all of our team members are reposting, just listed, coming soon, I got a great opportunity. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in Berkeley. The eyes that are going to be on it just internally is huge, right? And then all of our followers. And then if we took that a step deeper with all of the people that we have, and then all of the leads that each of our agents have in all of their respective databases, we're talking that reach is instant reach, just because of who we're a part of. All right, so let's talk about that. Who we are, who we're a part of. Will, how many agents do we currently have at Fast Real Estate? And why does that play such a factor when communicating with a potential seller?
I'm gonna say 150.
Yeah.
And all of us would probably are probably working with at least 10 buyers right now, at least. So Mr. Seller, if you work with me, I have a big pond of buyers. We can potentially market your property off market and give you some money and time. We can get your house sold even before you hit the market, the property hits the market.
Dude, you hit it right on. Right there, right? You know, just how many people we have, how many buyers, by show of hands right now, how many people have more than one buyer that they're working with, right? How many people have more than 5 buyers that they're working with, right? 10 plus, right? That we have copious amounts of buyers that we're working with. And what do we have? The same challenge. There's not enough homes out there for the buyers that we have in our pockets. So, well, really good point. Let me go over to Miss Kelly O'Gorman. Kelly O'Gorman, how many offices does Fast Real Estate have right now?
1, 2, 3. Open right now, like
Open,
4?
yes. 4, all right. And then where are those?
Walnut Creek, Brentwood, Jacqueline Square, and I don't know the other one.
Fruitvale. Yeah, it's our temporary fast house until the actual fast house. So we have 4 right now. And then what's coming soon?
Hercules, San Jose.
So Hayward.
Hayward.
And then after that, what's coming soon?
I don't know. I forgot. I saw the list last week.
The World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have Hercules, Hayward, and the World coming soon, right? Okay. And so why that plays a factor is that we have, you know, knowledge and insight in all these different ends of the Bay. And that obviously plays a huge factor for when we go to sell your home, because we have reach in all of these markets, right? Because when we think about, you know, where are people that are moving to Danville and San Ramon coming from? They're coming from the South Bay, right? You know, it's like, where is a lot of people that are moving to Brentwood coming from? They're coming from like the Alameda County, and they're moving outwardly, so they have more space. And so it's just able to really put together the chess pieces. Okay, cool. Any other questions about the company that you guys don't know right now that you want me to answer before we go on? Because I felt that this was really, really constructive, because I heard some great stuff here. All right, one more question.
I have a quick question.
Yo, go.
How many agents are we looking to attract by the end of the year?
300.
300, and we're reaching 150 now, right?
Yeah, 150. We have about 10 people in the queue that are just signing paperwork, so on and so forth. And so I know we can do it. So the goal is to hit 300.
That's awesome. So if we can double our agents by the end of the year, we can probably all hit our goals by the end of the year too, considering it's still only July, right?
Totally. Yep.
Just food for thought.
Yep. And then you guys have the link that Kenny just plugged into the chat. Sylvia, did you have a question? I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, is it okay for us to share our teammates listing and sold on our social?
Absolutely. And all we ask is just, you know, get a clearance by them. And, you know, obviously we want to make sure that they get the credit, but totally. And then if it's one of Kenny's particular listings, yeah, you can market the shit out of that. Absolutely.
I mean, you know, just how, like, if somebody puts a sold poster or a flyer up, can we just like share it? And then that way, of course, they get the credit because their name is all over it.
Totally. Absolutely. 100%.
Have we ever considered like a dashboard situation to like have an at a glance view at some of these statistics as like we go? Because I know that there's some dashboard stuff out there that, for example, will connect to like Google Sheets. And so like, you know, if you're already using Google Sheets to tally up these statistics, you know, you can just share it. It can be automatically shared to Slack so that people
We
can kind
will.
of keep track.
Google Sheets is a mess right now. We literally have a Google Sheet for every agent. We have a Google Sheet for everything. Like we have like close to 200 Google Sheets. So we just signed up for Monday.com. It's going to be all on one platform to manage our escrow, and just we're building everything from scratch where you can have this stuff easily right now. But the quickest way to kind of know what we're doing is join teamfast.com has on the third link down has this agent roster, or I just dropped it in here. And a quick glance at like our business for the year is just looking at the which is actually not accurate. If you go look on Zillow page and look up Kenny Trung, which is just the Vanity URL is Fast Real Estate. It says we sold about 400 homes the last 12 months, but I looked at our real sales, it's 500. So another really quick teaching moment for agents on this call. If you haven't, you need to update your sales and add it to your Zillow page after you close a property. I think Zillow sometimes syndicates it automatically to me. If you're on our team on our Zillow page, go ahead and just grab it. Don't like, it won't offend me for you to take that deal that if we did it together to put it on your page, because if it's on your page, it also shows up on my page. If it's on my page, it doesn't show up on your page. So, but we're missing about 100 deals on Zillow. So I don't know who and what it is. I just noticed it right now.
Hey, Kenny, what if they're off markets?
Yeah, off market won't show. A lot of new construction won't show. But I don't know. I don't think that accounts for 100 missing deals on Zillow. Yeah. Not that it really that matters that much. But a quick way to figure out like roughly what our sales volume is just our average price is about 735. Maybe for easy math, use 750, and we sold 100 homes. It's 75 million, and we sold 400 homes. It's 300 million. So that's a quick and dirty math.
So for you guys that if you're newish to the company, you guys probably received the Join Team Fast link. Whether you've been here for a while or whether you're newer to the team, if you go on jointeamfast.com, I think this is great education for you, for not only for a consumer, but also for agent attraction, because it tells our whole story, who we are. It's glimpse into our culture. It's our YouTube channel for coaching. It's our YouTube channel for all of our past meetings. It's some insight on who EXP is, who Fast Real Estate, like it is great information. And then you could also send it to people and they can schedule one-on-one sessions. And then Kenny and I will meet with them via Zoom. So it's a great resource for you guys.
Yeah, please use that. I know a lot of new agents, even that are in this call, came on really quick. They didn't really know all the information. So Join Team Fast has everything you want to know about the company, our office locations, our splits, our tech stack, our Zillow, everything. So me and Elias are making an effort to really not hop on calls with agents or with their prospects until at least they've looked at that, or until they've at least come to some coaching calls. So it makes the conversations much easier. In the past, what we found is many times, and this is how we pivoted really quick. We lost a lot of agents decided not to come over because then we just had a call and that was it. They didn't get to experience any of it. They didn't see the offices. They didn't come on the coaching call. But now that when people do come on, there's a much higher chance that they might come on. So that increases your chance of bringing someone into the company, whether it's solo or for the team. So we found this to be way more effective.
So yeah, to answer your question.
I mean, this is not a coaching call. I mean, this is not recruiting, but once we dive into that rabbit hole, but that's it. Check out Join Team Fast.
Yep. And so Patrick, we're working on some things behind the scenes just to make the information more easy to find. We're going to be rolling out something called Mighty Network. It's going to be a whole resource library of every video that you could ever think of for every topic that we've ever thought of or you guys come up with to really make your jobs a lot easier. So that's coming soon, but let's get back on the conversation of today.
Elias?
Yes.
Can I say something about the roster that Kenny just shared?
Yeah.
Because he added the cities that are on there. So for anyone that's new or, you have a transaction and you got a call or a deal and it's out of your area, the roster is a really great reference to find someone to team up with. I team up majority of my transactions, and I always look at that roster. So Kenny, I just want to thank you for adding that section because that's very important. I think
I look at that roster every time a referral comes in. Like I sent Gabrielle something this morning, someone in Oakland. So the way, like, this is good information too. Like if a referral comes in, I check on my roster, who's in that area, who's not that busy, who's been showing up, who could be busy, and it kind of like give them those deals. Like yesterday, I sent a hot deal to Patrick and Gabrielle. So we really look at, and we usually do place people who's been here a little longer because they kind of get into the system a little more. We're constantly going down that list to see who should be sent. And then I think Wall it's starting to team up with people too. That's great. Like same thing you're doing, like find the right person to team up with.
Absolutely.
And language matters a lot too, because then there's some people that literally just only speak one language.
Yep. And so you guys, I think at our company, we speak about 10 different languages. And then, you know, that question. So Aaliyah, you know, do you have any sales in this area? No, but knowing my roster, I know Steffi focuses, no, but my business partner, Steffi, she does, and her and I are going to work in tandem to make sure that we get the most exposure for your home. Let's set up a meeting, right? So it's like, boom, I'm instantly being able to overcome an objection because I know my roster and where all these people are. So you guys have read some stats this morning. I want to share this with you. It says by the time the average homeowner in the United States of America retires, 83% of the retirement will come from their home equity. And I want you guys to think about this. So many people have great wealth, and some of them just need a little bit of help on what they're going to do, right? How they're going to allocate that. Are they going to downsize? Are they going to put that money into, you know, different accounts for their family? Are they going to move to Arizona and buy a condo on the golf course because it's nice and warm and they can't take the cold weather, and whatever the case is, right? We have a position to really educate the consumer, and I don't think that we're doing our very best job at doing so. I'm going to ask a question. I want you guys to be humble, and I want you to be fearless with your answer. And please give me a reaction with the reaction button down below so I can see, because there's multiple pages. How many of you are still fearful of doing a solid listing presentation? Please raise your hand or please give me a reaction, right? Thank you for that, right? What is going to separate you? It's going to be your confidence, right? When JJ was talking about running, I remember when I first ran 5 miles. I had a girlfriend at the time that later on became my wife and later on became my ex-wife. She said, I'm a runner. Cool. We're like our first couple dates. She's like, I'm going to take you on a run. I'm like, all right, cool. I smoked a pack of menthol cigarettes a day, almost a pack of cigarettes. I can't even imagine smoking cigarettes now. Well, she's like, we're going to go on a 5-mile loop. I'm like, okay, I got this. So we started the journey. I'm doing all right. I'm pacing all right. I remember at the time I was listening to Rage Against the Machine. So I was like pumped up. I'm like, I got this. 2.5 miles. And then we hit the 2.5 mile mark. And I was like, man, I'm doing this. I got that runner high. I'm like, I'm doing this. I can't believe it. So we finished the whole entire 5 miles, get in the car. And then we drive to the house and I get out and my legs gave out on me. They were like wobbly, shaking, like a newborn little deer, almost fell down. But over time, I was able to build that skill up to where I could run 5 miles and not feel like my body was going to collapse. But it doesn't happen overnight, you guys. You have to build your chops. You have to do your research and you have to build your confidence. The only way that you're going to do it is really understand how to go about this. First things first, let's talk about where these opportunities live right now. How many of you guys are searching the MLS for expireds? How many of you guys are searching for sale by owners? Are any of you guys searching for those right now? All right. So if you guys are doing things right now to find listings, I want you guys to put it in the chat and I want you guys to share with everyone what you're currently doing so we can go over that. I'm going to give you guys some examples right now, and let me pull this up. All right, so first things first, I want everyone on this call, if you guys can afford it, it's within your budget, I want you guys to sign up for HomeBot. HomeBot is going to be your best friend moving forward because it's going to be a great way for you to help clients know exactly what the true value of their home is worth. What we want to do is make sure that we are always in a position to tell clients what the true equity of their home is and what their equity position is. And that way you can help them leverage that money, purchase more real estate, move out of state, whatever the case is, right? I want everyone to sign up for HomeBot and make sure that you guys have this. This is going to be a tremendous tool for you. If you guys look on Paragon right now, and I'm just pulling up a couple examples, we're not going to go too far into the weeds on this, but I'm going to share with you guys just an example. This morning, I pulled up just expireds for Fremont, Hayward, and Newark. I just picked a couple cities. I went 12 months back and I searched for single family homes that were expired. I found 135 homes that were expired. Now, are these people probably getting blown up? Absolutely. They're getting blown up, right? So this is where you say, how can I get super, super creative and find a way to get in front of these people? Did I have a courier deliver something that was vastly different than anybody else? Did I open up my conversation with something that nobody else has ever said? Have I done everything that I possibly can to get in front of these people? So you guys have opportunities. You can have to get really, really creative on the phone and have a really, really strong hook. But you guys, there's opportunities out there. I'm gonna give you guys some other things to look at. If you guys go on Bay East Association of Realtors and you guys go into community information, you guys can pull up real estate housing statistics. You could choose any city in the Bay Area to pull up for single family homes as well as detached. I'll give you an example here. I've pulled up Walnut Creek and I've done this for for June. So this is going to tell you what the medium home price is, average days on the market, average sales price over list, sales price over list. And it's going to give you some great data that you can share with the consumer should you have a conversation. Now, mind you, that 9% probably higher in some communities, but this is a collective of all the homes that were sold. So you guys have these resources and this shit is free. Am I going to send something like this to every single client? No, but when I have a conversation with the client, I'm going to sound really, really educated on my respective markets, and I'm going to dive in the way that they need to hear the information. Also, if you go to the bayeast.com website and you go here, you'll also be able to see all of the past videos. You guys, if you want to get really, really astute about your market, we share this all the time, but you can go back and really, really create some patterns. I can go back from, 6/21, I can go back from 6/20 last year, and I can really compare that data. Then I can share that data with the consumer in my particular neighborhoods. And that way I'm really, really staying up to speed and I'm helping them stay up to speed on what's going on in their communities. The idea here, you guys, is about truly, truly educating. But what we're not doing is we're not getting in front of enough sellers. How many of you guys were at the farming class a couple weeks ago? Really, really great session. I thought some great ideas and great thoughts came out of that. So be humble with me. How many people use Alicia to run? Yeah, you're absolutely right. How many people have taken the first step to launch their campaign from that session? Please speak up if you have. So the people that raised their hands, Christina Darrow, what did you put into action after that session?
I reached out to Alicia. She set me up on some program to help me farm. We pinpointed a specific neighborhood in Castro Valley. She gave me a spreadsheet. I printed out the map. I bought some flags at the dollar store and some stickers at Target for like $6. Put all my info on it, took my dog, my mom, dressed them up like all patriotic, and we walked the neighborhood and just said hi to people. We weren't trying to sell them on anything. I was just like, hi, my name is Christina. I'm just in the neighborhood. I'm your neighbor. And I'm just passing out flags for the holiday. And that was it. And I'm going to go back next month and be like, hey, how was your holiday? Did you like your flag? So basically everything you guys told us to do.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. Gabrielle, what did you implement since that last session?
So it took me a week or so to decide if I was going to do it or not, but I decided that I am. And so that's the first step for me, is deciding that I'm going to do it and then thinking about what my angle is going to be. So that's what I've been thinking about. I'm still planning it out.
Good. Awesome. David, you raised your hand, my man. What action steps did you take since that farming session?
Corinne and I are going to have an event in our building next month. And so she reached out to some pizza spots and got some sponsorships for some food. And I reached out to our building management and figured out a way to reserve and start marketing to the building. So then we're just gonna kind of like backtrack from the date that we've set to have this event and, you know, just start getting flyers out and start knocking on doors. But yeah, just kind of following up with that, because I really like that idea of focusing on people in my building. So we're gonna go ahead and do that for early next month.
Here's what I love what David said is that we're going to pick a date, put that shit on the calendar, and then work backwards, right? Because a lot of times we have all these ideas. You guys, summertime is here, right? The last thing that you're going to want to do is fucking walk a neighborhood when it's cold and it's raining out there. I promise you. If you guys put this off now, what's going to come? Oh, it's November, it's December, it's cold. It's been raining for a couple days. I don't want to go out there and do that. No way, Jose. The weather is in our corner. It's been nice, 75 degrees some days. That is perfect. Go out and meet the community type of weather. So we talked about finding a neighborhood, and what Alicia at Chicago Title told us, they use a 50-point data checkpoint data system for predictive analytics, stating that based on these 50 key points, these people in this particular farm, if you chose 100, 500, whatever that number is, are the most likely to sell, right? Whether it's pay down of the loan, whether it's this, whether it's that. There's so many data points. I talked about this yesterday. That's where we need to put our focus on, right? We need to get in front of those people. But how are we going to get in front of them? Are we going to knock on their door? Are we going to do something cool? Are we going to do a pop-by? Are we going to bring Christina's dog and say, hey, let me borrow your dog, and Poofy and I are going to go deliver, you know, whatever. Like, you have this opportunity to get in front of these people. Also, you could look at any of our past sales from listings, and you guys can say, hey, I want to go and do a campaign around that. It's not my particular listing, but I want to farm that neighborhood and just start knocking on doors. Contractors, if you guys are driving through a neighborhood and you see a house that's getting worked on, the very first thing that you should do is park your car and go out there and talk to them. Hey guys, are you guys selling this house, or what are you guys doing to the home? Like, talk to them, ask them for the business. I was licensed for all of 3 weeks. It was 2009, and I got 2 listings in my first 3. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Literally, I didn't know what I was doing. The ink was barely dry on my license, and I got 2 listings in a matter of 3 weeks. Why? Because I did just that. I knocked on a contractor that were doing work on the house, and then I saw this for sale by owner sign, and we'll have that conversation as well. Divorce attorneys. How many of you have a relationship with a divorce attorney? It's a good relationship to have. Unfortunate circumstances obviously are going to be in, you're going to be in a position to help these people, right? Now, you're not calling a divorce attorney to get referrals from them. What you're doing is you're saying, you know what? I'm in a business where I receive a lot of leads, and unfortunately, a lot of people are getting divorced. I want to be able to send my clients, if they ever ask, to the best attorneys around, and your name came up. Would love to have lunch with you so I can share with you, so I can find out a little bit more about what you do. Well, shit. Yeah, I would love to do that. I'm not going in with the angle that I want to get leads. Do I want to get leads from you? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I want to lead with, how can I help you? And in turn, how can you help me? How many people have relationships with contractors right now that are doing big work, that have, right, David, right, Kathy? These are, right, Daniel? These are opportunities for you guys to really get in good with them. And find a way to really get in and understand what they're doing. What are the projects? Are they selling? Can you get me in contact with the seller? I'm down to come out and do a presentation, right? Wedding plan.
And don't forget interior designers. They're huge. Those people do that stuff for people who are getting ready to leave.
Totally. Absolutely. Wedding planners, you guys. People that are now merging families together and might have to sell a condo, might have to sell a home. They're moving in together. They need a larger house. They're combining families, right? So you have all these opportunities, but what we're doing is we're not doing enough of these things. Some of you are, and I appreciate that. So the thought today is I want to raise everybody. And if it's something that is fearful, it's cool. You call me and Kenny, we'll go on a presentation with you in an instant. Absolutely 100%. Or you team up with one of the, one of the senior agents on the team, and they'd be down to go out on a listing presentation with you. So with these thoughts brewing, hopefully I've provoked some type of thought this morning. Who has some ideas, or who has some ideas that were just sparked that they might want to share in this environment? Please feel free to share, because we are all about the collective. So feel free to grab the mic and let's hear it. Anybody?
I'll share something I've been doing.
Yeah, please.
So I put it in the chat already, but I've gotten onto the Nextdoor app. And for Nextdoor, people that don't know, it's pretty much an app, a social media app for your neighbors. So I wanted to figure out how to get in front of them. So I created a list of recommended contractors, vendors, pretty much like plumbers, electricians, all those guys. And then people start recommending people. And then I put all those people into a list. So I did it about a month ago. I have about 108 comments on it. I've gotten an agent out of it. So I have an agent that signed up with EXP. And I met 2 people. I got 2 good leads out of it as well. So that worked a lot for me.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It says some lenders will give you HomeBot for free. I love that. I would be calling all of my lenders. Look up Alameda County website for people who owe 4 years of property taxes. Look up Alameda County website for people who owe, is a repeat of the comment. All right, cool. What else do we have, you guys? Let me hear it.
I have a super dorky thing that I do to reach out to my sphere.
Perfect.
So on my birthday, which is August 11th, don't forget, just kidding, but on August 11th, I go around and I make these baskets that have a local vendors, like for example, last year, what I did was hand sanitizers. So I went to Mighty Market, got a couple of hand sanitizers, went to Gray Goods, got a couple things for the kids, and just made these little baskets, made 20 of them. And in the basket, it also had a packet. And in this packet, there was a CMA, there was market stats for the neighborhood, as far as like what, not a CMA, just overall market stats. And then also I included in there a referral packet. And in that referral packet, each individual got 3 referral packets. So in this referral packet, it was a testimonial and my bio. And that was just so that they could give someone that they know one of these packets and say, hey, I did business with Cynthia. Cynthia helped me with this certain thing, just something that they can easily give someone that's not just a business card. And then since it's on my birthday, I write them a happy birthday card saying, happy birthday to me. The best gift would be a referral. And last year I got 3 referrals from that because I just love On My Sphere. Yeah.
Yes. Cute,
super dorky.
cute. No, it's not dorky. It's really great. It's innovative. I think if you guys have a sphere, start out, every one of your sphere should be in HomeBot, right? Because now those are your people. I'm going to hook you guys up. I'm growing my business. I want to set all my brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, past coworkers, church friends, all up in HomeBot. I want you guys to have that great tool. Obviously, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but if you ever have any questions, let me know. Then they're constantly getting that feed from me like, oh my God. And then they're not showing, oh yeah, I just got the home value of my house. Wait, how did you get that? Oh, my friend Cynthia hooked me up with this program called HomeBot. How do I get it? Oh, let me put you in contact with Cynthia. So this is something, you guys, that can definitely move your needle. What else? What are some other thoughts, questions, ideas?
I can actually share 2 things that I'm focusing on. One is online on social media. And then the second one is more of a physical farming, which we talked about. So the physical farming, I have started becoming, like, I'm gonna be on basically the neighborhood board of directors, which means that I can have direct access to neighbors, and I'm gonna actually go door to door and introduce myself as like the new neighborhood guide. And you know, it's really interesting because my neighborhood has 39 captains, which I had no idea that it even existed. But apparently, like, after reaching out to them, they were like, my pocket of the neighborhood is actually the only one that is looking for a new captain. So I was really able to get in at the right time, but it really just shows that we have to take initiative and like move and execute, because
Captain, wait, hold on. Captain of what? I'm sorry, I missed that.
In Oakland Hills, it's divided to 39 little pocket neighborhoods, which are pretty much like 3 to 4 streets. And every street, every pocket neighborhood has a captain, which really we're supposed to welcome new neighbors, or be the guide and like go to for whatever, or in case of emergency, we're supposed to go door knock and say, here's an emergency, be aware. Like, it's just your go-to guide of the neighborhood. Most of them are older. They've been doing it for years. But now that people are moving, there's a lot of vacancies that they're looking to fill out, you know, the role for the captain. So, you know, getting involved in the community in that sense, I think it's going to be really helpful for me, because it's like being a community go-to person.
Yeah. No,
And then
I
the
love it.
second thing I'm working on is actually, I'm going to do my first recording today. We'll see how it goes, but I have an idea. It's going to be 2 minutes with PK, which is going to be a weekly property tour, or a local kind of like Oakland Hill Park or something about Oakland Hills that I'm going to be sharing on social. And it's going to be just like interactive. Sometimes I'm going to have Yuki as my client and just like make it a little bit cheesy and say, Yuki, you wanted to look into Oakland's, you know, new dog park. So here's the new dog park. So just like getting a little bit creative, and, you know, also on the entertaining side, because I feel like that's the side that I'm mostly passionate about. So bringing the two together is probably going to be, I don't know, something. I'll get something out of it, hopefully.
Right. That's right. Love it, PK. Love it. You guys, what my challenge is, I just put her information in the chat box. Here's what I want each and every one of you to do before the end of the week. And this is a challenge for you guys. What I want each of you to do is I want you to contact Alicia or contact your own title rep, whoever you work with. And I want you to have them tell you about predictive analytics in a particular neighborhood that you want to have exposure in, right? Whether that is Orinda, whether that is the Oakland Hills, whether that's Berkeley, whether that's, you know, West Oakland, wherever that is. Tell me about predictive analytics. Can you pull a list for me in this area? And I'm going to go in hard on those people, right? I'm going to go in hard, because here's the thing. You guys have an opportunity, but if you guys don't do anything with it, then they will never come. You'll never become a listing agent. So this is going to push you. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but develop that list first, narrow it down. And then you come to Kenny and I and be like, okay, I got my list. Who can help me build a flyer or a campaign piece? And we'll make sure to get something over to you guys. We'll have
show you something cool, Elias, after.
yeah, let
after
me get you share screen rights. Hold on, sorry. You got it, brother. Go ahead.
While Elias speak, literally talking about HomeBot like right now, right? Just got a listing right now. I sold them a house 8 years ago, I think. So HomeBot sends this email out every month, see your home value, and then they get this, and there you go. Like, I hope we've been talking to him too, but he wants to sell. So he got this for me and reminded him. And I call him. We're gonna have this listing.
I mean, proof's in the pudding right there, you guys. So, you know,
a quick question.
Yo,
sorry, relevant to that point. I have not yet signed up for HomeBot. The universe is now telling me I should definitely do that. Is there a way to have like a QR code, like, in, like say one of these gift baskets? So when you're going around, you're like, hi, here's some hand sanitizer. Here's a little like dog collar for your dog. And here's a QR code. It's free. You can find out how much your home is worth. Complimentary. It's all you. Is that possible?
100%.
Okay, cool.
And Julie and Laura had some really hot marketing last year on like these printouts. Like, you guys are printed. Walnut Creek is free. Oakland is not. It's $1. But send it out through mail. Hit a farm. It's just a sweat equity, right? You fold them and you put them out. My friend in Texas does a couple hundred deals a year. She sends out through these farming too. And I remember I ran Instagram ads last year, 2 years ago, for get people signed up for HomeBot, and they did. It's just not something I'm doing right now.
And then, and same thing for you, Patrick, at an open house, right? The open house, you can do a QR code for that as well. If you're doing an open house, single family home, all those neighbors should know you, obviously letting them know about the open house, do a neighbors only open house, and then circle back around and let them know how many people came through the neighborhood and be like, by the way, click this QR code. That way you can stay abreast of what's happening in this community, what your home is worth. Looking forward to seeing you in the future, Mr. Tom, right? And that's it, right? I'm something of value. I'm consistent. I'm constant. So yeah, man, it's a great tool, because we're all used to that now, right? Oh, we go to a menu, we go to a restaurant. Okay, cool. There's the menu on my salads. People are used to that right now. So they're okay with doing that. I guarantee you, people are more likely to sign in through a QR code at an open house versus registering and putting their name down and signing in like old school. So good conversation today. You guys want to go around the room, want to hear some of your takeaways. What's brewing in your mind? Let's go over to Will. Will, what were some of your takeaways today, brother? Good to see you.
Good to be here. I'm gonna start farming hard in my neighborhood now. So I got so many ideas. So thank you so much, you guys.
Bro, you need to go in hard at Station House. I know there's tons of other people there. Kenny's done listings there, but here's the thing, man. Like, you live there, freaking populate the heck out of that.
I have the farm list and I've been like lagging. So sorry about that, but I'm gonna do it. I promise.
And look I love that. He pulled the farm list. I don't even know how long ago. He said he's been lagging, but I'm hoping this meeting gives you a little bit of a push because the summer.
You have a dog, Will?
I have 2 cats now.
Oh, I'll say like start farming and just walk around the neighborhood for like literally just keep walking around the neighborhood, but you can't walk cats.
Yeah, you can. I've seen people walk cats. I've seen people walk iguanas. You can do
I
it.
check my nails every day.
All right, so let's go to Michael White. Michael White, takeaways from today's session together with us.
So looking over my notes, one of the first things that we went over was kind of know your numbers, know the company's numbers.
Yeah.
Very important, very good selling point. If you give people the numbers, it's just solid information that they can go off of. And the next thing is just get creative. There's a lot of different ways to bring people in the company, to get leads, and more creative you get, the more people are going to work with you.
Totally. Love it, man. Love it. Sasha Steinberg, let's hear from you, brother. Takeaways for today's session.
Man, I was already thinking about listings and now you got me all fired up about it. So I'm definitely going to go at it harder. I was thinking about for sale by owners. I've already been kind of trying to call them a little bit, but you give me a lot of good ideas with like HomeBot and the stats and all that. So just excited to keep on trying that out. So we'll see.
Good, buddy. I love it. Brittany Wade, takeaways from today's session. There she, right? Almost. Still on mute, Brittany. There you are.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
We can.
Okay, I've been so busy. I'm trying to meet Christina at the office, so I just got here and I kept jumping on and off the Zoom. But some takeaways is just like reaching out to people like wedding planners, divorce attorneys, the probate attorneys. So I'm just trying to soak in as much information as I can right now. And then once I get it all together, go out and start meeting people and go out around the community more and just try to get out there more.
Good. I love it. I love it. You guys, knowledge is not power, right? Knowledge is potential power if it's harnessed and it's used correctly. You guys have to come to these sessions and say, fuck, one thing, right? There's one thing that I could take away to move my needle and to move my company's needle in a positive direction. So I challenge you guys to get your list. Hopefully when we meet again on Friday, I hear 10, 15, 20, 40 of you saying, you know what? I got my list, here it is. In this particular community is 147 people based on the predictive analytics that are most likely to sell. Now let's go in. I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping to see us all out in black shirts on freaking Lime scooters delivering flyers in a particular community. Like, dang, look at this whole team. Fast is out here, you know, big. I look at you guys partnering with people and saying, all right, let's divide and conquer this neighborhood. By the end of the summer, by September, they're going to know who we are because they're seeing so much of us, right? We talked about Ivan Santa Cruz, who is a relatively newer agent in the business. He chose Dublin as his farm and he went in hard. He did 2,400 flags last year for 4th of July. He's farmed the heck out of that neighborhood, gotten 10 listings in Dublin. He hired a ice cream truck to come out this last weekend. 350 people showed up. 350 people, right? Can you imagine that? All you guys need is some pictures. Hey, let them know you're out here with Ivan. Let them know you're out here with Ivan. Like, that is going to catapult your business. The line was as far as you guys could see. Who's to say that you can't do that in your own particular neighborhood? Will, I'm sure if you pulled up an ice cream truck in Station House, from 1 to 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon to give back to the community that you love so much because you experienced, becoming a homeowner. I want to give back to my community. People would line up left and right to come.
Or
and get
paper
some-
shredding day or a trash day where people need to get stuff out their townhomes. So that might work a little better there too, because there's less kids in the neighborhood.
Yep. I mean, there's just tons of things, you guys. The thought of this is to really provoke some ideas. Now it's up to you. It's up to you to take some action. It's up to you to really go in and say, you know what, I can do this. And the thoughts that we're giving you, very, very inexpensive. Some of these things will not cost you anything, right? So you have an opportunity to drive your business, to grow your business. So looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts, looking forward to hearing what you guys come up with. Before we head out, Christina D, I want you to take us off the field, please.
Okay, I don't know what to say. I'll say something cute that my brother said to me the other day because I was feeling a little bit down and he woke me up. He's like, and he said it in a little kid voice. He's like, if you can wiggle your toes and you can wiggle your fingers and you can look down, you're A-okay. And what he was saying is that there's a lot of people in the hospital that would kill just to lift their hands, to breathe, to see, to taste. And you're sitting here feeling a certain type of way about something you don't even know about. I'm like, damn, he's hella right. So let's be thankful that we can do those few basic things and have the best day possible today.
So everyone go like this. I want everyone to wiggle their fingers. Remember that we're fucking live, right? We are live. So you guys, great session today. I appreciate you more than you'll
Elias,
ever.
may I?
Yo, sorry. Yep.
Just one line, circling back to the very beginning of this amazing call, the challenges of success. Tim Grover, who we've mentioned before, says very simply, new wins equal new responsibilities. Some people don't want new responsibilities, and that's why they don't keep winning.
Wow. I mean, powerful. You guys are amazing. I am beyond grateful for this opportunity to be able to be with you 3 times a week. It means the world to me. Hopefully you took something out of today. Now let's go out and be about the action. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, you guys. Bye now.